on live earlier because I couldn't see and the signal was poor, so do apologise to anyone that's been waiting for it to start. So this is Madeira Drive here, famous Madeira Drive. This is where Quadrophenia was filmed, if some of you might know that film, with Sting and various other famous actors, I think, and actresses. It's pretty much an iconic film. And the Volks Railway, which runs along there, has got the Volks nightclub opposite, which again is which featured in that film. Hi Gary, welcome to Brighton and the seagulls of Brighton. There is the pier, which we're going to just walk on in a minute. You just see the end of it there, so that's a really old Victorian pier. This is the zip wire that got put in a few years ago. And the Volks Railway, we went for a ride on at a meetup with Andy, Bob the Boulder and Rainy Bobs, Bjorn and Jessie as well. Hi everyone, how is everybody doing? I can't, is that you Swift? I just saw that. So I was just going to do a quick walk whilst I was in Brighton on the Palace Pier, because usually it's too busy, especially on the weekend. Just to have a quick see how the signal holds. It's variable, let me see. Oh, it's saying great at the moment. So as I say, this is the Madeira Drive side. I'll show you some views of the pier in a minute. Everybody's having a wonderful Friday. There's a lot of people on the beach here, as you can see. You've walked past. Hey Chad, just thought I'd do a quick one from this side of Brighton, the more touristy side, which I don't normally stream from, but as it's such a glorious day and it will be absolutely heaving on the weekend, I thought I'd do it now, see how the signal is. Do apologise if I miss any comments. There's a lot of bicycles here you can hire if you come to Brighton, which are in lots of places now. So as I was saying, this would be Madeira Drive, the famous Madeira Drive where they filmed Quadrophenia, which some of you guys will know about. And this would lead into Kemp Town, that part of Brighton, which actually I think is the original development before anything else existed. Lord Kemp had houses put on. Sea Life Centre there, never been into that. It's pretty central here. A lot of the main hotels start on the right hand side. Everywhere's obviously reopening from Monday on. Lockdown is finishing. It's absolutely heaving. I don't know what it's going to be like tomorrow, more so. Seagulls all over the place, of course. So we're going to go on the Brighton Palace Pier. This is a Grade 2 listed building. And Brighton Pavilion, some of you will know of, that's just along there. So I think that's the original clock there. We had a Periscope meet-up and we all came onto Brighton Palace Pier. So that was a real international meet-up a couple of years ago, before lockdown. Right, I can see comments now. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Oh, okay. Did you, Gary? Was it 4 or 5 years ago? Gosh, I realised it was so long ago. So some great views here from the palace. I thought I started it earlier, but I didn't realise it hadn't hit broadcast, Chad. So now you get an amazing view from the pier. That's Brighton Marina on the horizon. And many seagulls. And you can see Kemp Town, the famous music venue as well along here. A lot of well-known bands have played at, which has a Victorian lift actually going into it. So I wouldn't come on this beach myself. Would be over on the other side, or I'm actually in Shoreham now anyway. Well, not now, but based in Shoreham. But I'll zoom into, this would always be very busy, this beach. This would lead down from the railway station, so a lot of people would come down in the past from London and so on. That's the start of Brighton Marina there. Can't actually see the boats because they're over on the other side. And that railway, the Volks Railway, leads to Brighton Marina. That's where I took a ride with Andy, Lorraine, Bjorn and Jessie when we had a little meet up on the railway. I think that must have been 2019 actually. So I'll just walk along here. They used to have little bits of information about the pier. I don't know if they've all gone or not. It's quite handy. So a lot of the buildings here are the originals. I know that. I was hoping I would have the gimbal, but it's run out of charge. Yeah, so that nightclub is called Concord 2. Yeah, pretty warm. I didn't think I'd get a park, but I thought I'd chance it. So yeah, Concord 2 has had some pretty well-known bands on. Some doing In Disguise, you know, putting out different names to who they really are. So there is the sign, Brighton Palace Pier. Lots of candy floss and all those kind of things along here that you would expect. Of course, that's an amusement arcade. I think that is the original building with the original ceiling, I think. The little information tags they had have disappeared. Let me know if signal drops, everyone. And if I do miss comments, I apologise. I'll show you the other side. So yeah, I think this is the original ceiling. Let's have a quick look. I'm not going to go in there. Masks must be worn. Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, so I think that is the original ceiling up there. You can see that. Thank you, Chad. I'm imagining it's very hot in London. So I'm going to go on the other side of the pier now. And this would be facing towards Hove and Shoreham and so on. A little bit quieter on this side. You can see the I-360. Get some huge waves coming in on this side when it's stormy. I know, I've seen them almost coming up over the edge. I forget how many planks of wood there are on this, but I know it's quite lovely. So yeah, it's super busy. A lot of people eating ice creams today. With the zoom, we will zoom into some of those beaches. Now we've got a fun fair on the end as well. See how the signal is. So you can see how packed it is here. Hang on. Let's go along to Hove. I can actually see Worthing Pier from here as well. It's quite crazy. And of course there's the West Pier. Worthing Pier's just along. Great zoom, isn't it? It doesn't feel as warm as I thought it might be, or maybe that's just because there's a sea breeze. I mean, it's still mid-20s, but it feels cooler walking along here. Well, I guess that's because we are stuck out in the ocean. Hey, Jonathan! Sorry, that's you, Jonathan. Hey Jonathan, this may look familiar. First time I've been on this, oh my gosh, ages. I can't even really remember. You might recognise it. It's all been a bit glammed up now, as you can see. I think all the letters have been put back on. This was This used to be called the Palace Pier, then it was called Brighton Pier, depending on who took it over. And now it's Brighton Palace Pier. I was just saying, you can see that I-360 pretty clearly. I'll try and zoom, although I can't see very well. Orbiting. It's really busy. You see on the beaches there. Have to. Yes. Right. I was thinking, will I do it? Won't I do it? But you know what? It's going to only get busier after Monday, and the weekend will be absolutely heaving. Oh my gosh, donuts and churros. Oh, might have to get some of those. Very unhealthy. Oh, they do have these up. Some of them. Some have gone missing. The Palm Court restaurant. They used to have these little helpful things. So the Palm Court restaurant has been there since 1911. Wow. They used to carry 2 lifts from the deck carried customers up for teas that cost 6D a person. I love it. A restaurant existed at the top of the pier. Luncheons from 1 shilling and 6, and dinners at 2 shillings and 6. A fine selection of old wines and Havana cigars completed the meals. I love it. So the Palm Court Fish and Chips restaurant is apparently one of the most popular restaurants on the south coast. And it goes through more than 200 tons of quality potatoes. Raining cats and dogs in, who's that? Linda, Detroit, really? Phase 3, oh wow. Lots of people here. Sorry, I'm just pointing this down so I can see your comments. Yes. Welcome to everyone. I'm not ignoring you guys. I just can hardly see. I can hardly see what's being said. My phone's just reflecting. Coffee and cake. So there's a I forget how many planks are used on this, but it's a lot. And of course, I didn't really read up on it. There's a lot of games and arcades because the Victorians loved all of that, of course. They're still here. People out on speedboats today because it is so beautiful. You can really see Brighton well from here. But it is a long pier, as piers go. Linda. Oh yeah, I saw that one. So we've got 4 speedboats in. We've got the Helter Skelter there, which is the original Helter Skelter. I know that because I remember reading that before. That could be that tea room they're talking about. I forget now. There used to be a bandstand on the pier. Victorians absolutely loved promenading, which is why they built the piers. And over here is an even better view of Kemp Town. Fantastic view today. No breeze. Seagulls. And Brighton Marina, which is just over there. Superb views today. Great signal. I've never had great signal on the pier, so thank you, Haps. And there are the famous arches on Madeira Drive, which I think they've been crowdfunding for. I don't know how these here. They're hoping to reopen those at some point in time and have little businesses along there. Yeah, so these are the beaches with the zip wire, which I started at. And then the Volks Electric Railway is there. The Volks nightclub, which was in Quadrophenia, is on the other side, just over there. They used to have a lot of races along here. You can even sort of see the downs here. Hang on. Zoom is so good. I think that would go towards Saltdean along there. Brighton Marina is here. And you can get the little railway to that. I'm trying to cross over to show you a bit of everything. Oh, there's Palm Court. Well, that is the one I just read about with the famous fish and chips. I think I might have been there once. And of course, when we had our Periscope meetup, we all went down, and I think Jonathan, you had a go, didn't you, on one of the football ones with Bob the Builder, Andy, from memory. So Horatio's Bar, I know they used to do music there. That was actually a venue at the Great Escape Festival. So it was a lot of walking to get to Horatio's Bar, right on the end of the pier. That's pretty cool. Bit of gold sparkle. Oh, there we go. Some of these have survived. The Second World War in the pier. So it was closed in May 1940. National security was more important than holidays, and visitors to Brighton were discouraged. All piers and jetties were seen by the War Office as being potentially useful to seaborne invasion forces. In order to protect our land, a section of the pier was removed, and the remainder was as heavily mined as was the beach beneath it. Oh my goodness. The section of Victoria's Bar to the left, which I guess is now Horatio's Bar, and the Pleasure Dome on the right, which is over there. That must be that. They were removed. So it was not destroyed nor badly damaged by shrapnel. Oh, sorry, it wasn't destroyed, but it was badly damaged by shrapnel. Yuka! Yuka! Guess where I am, Yuka? How are you? So yes, it suffered neglect during the war years as well as bomb damage, and then left it exposed to the elements, lack of paint, and it reopened in 1946. How are you doing? Let me just look down so I can see this. Oh, Yuka, thank you. We're on your pier, Yuka. Look, there's your ride over there. We were talking about you earlier. I said I saw you on the stream. It's a beautiful day here. I'm just trying to work out what time it is there now, Yuka. Famous people on the pier. Prince George, Emperor Haile Selassie, Betty Davis, Greta Garbo, Grace Kelly, and Amy Johnson. Oh, you had a nice time. Yes, we never forget that, Yuka. It's getting a bit busy on that side, so I think I'll go through here. Oh, that's better. I like the fact you can just walk between them. I'm amazed we have good signal. They're having fun down there. Oh my gosh, the beaches are packed. There we go, Yuka. You might recognise it now. It's churning out time. Oh, okay. It is. Sorry, I'm just looking down at the comments there. I don't know what these guys are doing. Ah! Oh my gosh, nearly went all over me. Right, I'm not going to stand too close. Holy crows. They are going a bit mad. Of course they are. There's all the deck chairs. Candy floss, seagulls, what more do you want? Sunbathing. Hygiene stations, which obviously didn't exist when we had our meet-up. Lots of seagulls. And of course this was closed for quite a long time. It was closed for about 5 months, I think, at one stage. My gimbal had run out of power and I generally don't use it, so. All the rides are still here. Let's go this way. And a better viewpoint from here again. Oh, checking out. I was wondering that too, Chad. Fantastic views from here, of course. I don't think I'm going to go completely into all the rides. Just walk to this bit here. They're all open anyway. It's hard to think there ever was a lockdown walking along here. There's that Helter Skelter again. That's original, that one. very warm. There's your ride, Yuka. Noodles and rice. I don't remember this. This is new. Oh, feeling hungry walking along here. Turbo. Turbo's not running. Let's just go on to this end, I guess. How's the signal, guys? Are we still there? Dodgem's always my favourite. Seems only yesterday that we all met up here. Most odd. It is, isn't it? I'm just looking down so I can see your comments. So there it is, Yuka. Oh, booster, that's what it's called, the booster. Oh my gosh, just freaks me out standing here. I might restart this in a minute. See, is it going up? Yes, pretty much everything's quite open by the looks of it. I don't know about the log flume. Stand here. There it is. I think I'm going to stop and rename it. Okay, everyone. I'll be back in a minute. Bye for now.